Paul's touching cloth.
Or is it a spaceman? Tell me a little bit more about these welly bobs, Paul.
And here it is, Robin Hood bed. Ooh, we might just get a golden sunset. So I'm out with everyone's favourite uncle, Frenzel Washington, Hagrid from Harry Potter. So I don't know much about this area, but apparently it's steeped in history and folklore. So come on, let's go have a look, see what treasures we can find. Right, that's it. We found us camp. So we'll get set up. I'm only joking. Come on. So Paul tells me that that over there is Manchester, and then right in the distance, right over there, that's Liverpool. Is that right?
As far as I know, mate.
And that over there, that's the Stairway to Heaven. And we're headed up there, up in them rocks.
A broken man has been restored.
And this is what's believed to be a Roman road. I say believed to be a Roman road is because that's what it's marked as. It's a scheduled monument as the Roman road, but there hasn't been any excavations out up here, and other sleuthers have been sleuthing around, and they reckon that it's an old medieval or pre-medieval pack horse route that goes from, where does it go from now?
Littleborough.
So,
Ripondon.
that goes from Littleborough down to Ripondon, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hi. She always loves ruining my shots, doesn't she? Well, it's like Curtis. Q's struggling a bit in his big coat.
Power through this.
He'll be welcoming it later on at night when it drops down to 3 degrees.
I'll be cuddling up to you, mate.
Be spooning, dog. And we're coming up to our first treasure of the evening. Now this is called the Aiggin stone, or Aiggin stone, however you want to pronounce it. It used to be 7 feet high, but it's weathered and the top's broken off now, but you can see where there used to be a cross down there. And legend has it, when they were doing the pack horse route, carrying goods from one town to another, they'd stop here and pray to the gods that the weather won't come in and get them, because we're pretty much right up on top of moors now.
That's what it's all about.
He's got his welly bobs on, he's not bothered.
Any more pro tips?
You want some more pro tips? Check them bad boys out. Bet Fendi wishes he had some on, don't you, mate? Over there you can just see Gaddings Dam, which is the highest beach in England and where I got attacked by killer cows. Jesus Christ, we're surrounded. Come up here for a relaxing time. Not happening, is it? What are you doing? Oh, don't be... Oh, do you see that then? Don't give over, man, you're slobbering all over my bag.
All-terrain shoes.
Welcome to this week's sponsor, Dunlop Welly Bobs. Oh mate, it's sinking. We love it, don't we? Don't know if we can get to rocks from this one.
Huh?
I don't think so. Yak.
You want to try it?
Path's just there. Right. Do that, I don't want to stand in all that shish kebab there. The Fendi nearly fell over then. Oh, peat bogs. And now we're coming up on the alien landscape that is Blackstone Edge. All the names all over rocks from 1924, 1900, 1900 again, 1991, 1857, James Lord. Right, me and Paul are just going to get chisels out. There are a couple of Viking faces carved into these rocks somewhere. I'm not sure where they are though, and I don't think we'll have time to really have a scan about, because as you can see, old Mr. Orange over there is ready for setting. But we need to go flip the trig and find Robin Hood's bed and go for a snooze. Right, so because the trig is right upon this rock, I'm not going to bother climbing up to it, so we'll do it from here. You're going to do it. There we go. And that little gap between those rocks over there, that's Robin Hood's bed. Let's go take a closer look. Looks like we stumbled upon somebody else that had the same idea as us. And here it is, Robin Hood's bed. Now, the folklore tells that when Robin Hood was in these parts, he actually went to sleep on here while his merry men stood guard. Can't have been very comfy. It's also said that there's no wind in between these two rocks, so we'll test that theory out. Definitely get some wind. Mate, don't you be coming up here. Stay there. Stay there. So, what do you think? Do you think Robin Hood laid his head down there in that little gap while his merry men stood guard? Now we've got to find somewhere to pitch his tent, because we're losing light, and we were going to camp where them lads were down there, but they've gone and spoiled it for us. It's first in, best dressed in this game. Oh, it looks gorgeous. It's a shame that we can't just sit and watch it, because Paul's touching cloth.
Like a turtle's head, isn't it?
Yeah, turtle's head's coming out.
Getting tough, this.
Right, I'm going to set up while Paul hobbles down to the pub, because he's touching the cloth, as we say up north. Turtle's head, needing a bob, that sort of thing.
I'm struggling to hold on here, guys. Pray for me.
There's Paul's tent. You won't be able to see much like, but he's in the Vango Blade 200 and I'm in the Kuyu Stormstar. There you go, kids. You get that down, yeah. Yeah, look, I'll leave them stick here and I'll go in there. Easier look. Ooh, there we go, look. Jammy red roux.
Cheers.
Cheers, big ears.
Cheers, Grizzly guys.
Woo! Steaming. What are you on there, Paul?
This week's pot noodle review.
Yeah.
We've got Newgate Express, which I believe is Lidl.
Yeah, it's Unky Lidl's.
Thai style sweet chilli pot noodle pot.
Noodle pot, not pot noodle, noodle pot.
I'll give you a noodles out of 10 rating when it's ready though.
Yeah, yeah, don't be scoffing it like you normally do. Old crunchy noodles.
I like it al dente.
Old crunchy noodles. So what's the scores on the doors, George?
I wasn't expecting this to be too great, to be honest, but it's alright.
Yeah?
It's alright.
What score are we saying?
I'd give it
Out of 10.
7.5.
7.5?
Yeah.
Not that good then.
No, it's not great. It's just alright.
It might be because it's not cooked. You might need to leave it a couple more minutes. It's only been about 30 seconds since I put water in.
Guys, I live life in the fast lane.
Yeah, he does.
I can't be waiting around for that.
He lives life on the edge, does this one. Fendy's woke up to get a drink and to show us the Holy Ghost. Or is it a spaceman? Looks like it could be a spaceman, couldn't it? In a spacesuit or an Ewok.
Looks like a reverse Grim Reaper.
Not Grim Reaper, yeah. I like to call it Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire pudding. Come to Yorkshire and have an Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire pudding. Next. We're going to have a look to see what these lights are up here. Might be aliens, or it might be Manchester. We'll see. Yeah, look, it's Manchester, old Twinkle Town. That's what's lighting up the sky. Look at the state of it. What are you doing, old googly eyes? You don't have to get out if you don't want. I know it's cold out here. Alright, a minute. Go on, get back in. Get in. Good girl. Toodles. So, Paul.
Yes, guys.
Dun, 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 dun. People have been asking about analog versions of your music. So do you have reel-to-reels?
We've sold out of reel-to-reels, but...
What about cassette tapes?
No, we didn't do any cassettes. We might have some CDs.
Might have some CDs.
We did have 100 at one point. I don't know what's happened to them. I think they might be in Al's guitar bag.
But if not, where else can they get you?
Bandcamp, where the album's on there.
Yeah, Bandcamp. What's the album called?
It's called Tales of the Town.
Tales of the Town.
It's it's a bunch of dads from Huddersfield living the 90s dream.
Living the 90s dream. Eh?
But yeah, it's available on Spotify. Give it a go if
This
you
is
want.
this video is sponsored by Midnight Architects. If you know, you know. Look how sad his seat is.
My scraggy old
Have you got a marker pen so I can draw a face on it?
I'm sat on a log that's got a rock and a pillow.
Log and a rock and a pillow. I've got the best rock in town. I'm gonna put this in my backpack and take it with me everywhere I go. It's got a nice little dip in it. It only weighs about 40 kilos though. Ultralight, mate. Ultralight. You all snoozed out, mate. It stinks in there. You've been farting in here, haven't you, kid? Eh? Gee, whizzicles. So, tell me a little bit more about these welly bobs, Paul. Didn't know we were going to do that, did you?
No, I didn't. Now for today's sponsor. When I'm up in the hills, I like to wear Uncle Paul's welly bobs. All terrain, all weather, all comfort. Do I have to keep the music on?
No, you can take music off. I'll put some elevator music over the top. No, I said I'll put some over.
Okay.
Not sing some over.
Anyway, my wellies. £10.
Boring. So, we've had a nice night. A few sherbets. And I nearly shattered. Nearly bobbed my pants. I bent over to do something and I'm like, oh, better keep that in. But now it's bedtime, innit, kid? I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Those couple of bottles of wine helped me sleep last night. The sun's gonna rise from over there, so I doubt we're gonna see a sunrise this morning. It was freezing last night. I don't know how Paul managed with leaving his tent door open all night. Good morning.